Yeah, hi Dave. I mean, obviously, a heartbreaker at the end there. Just kind of what's your perspective after that?
Yeah, it was a tough one to lose. We didn't play good at all today, in my opinion. And win or lose, I was going to tell the team that I felt that way. I just don't think we played very well. I thought our at bats were not as good as normal. I mean, the middle of the lineup didn't do much. I think Cam might have got a double, but three, four, five, and six might have got like one hit and maybe hit one other ball hard. I don't know. It wasn't very many, and that was disappointing, but we did, again, fight back, tie the game with one out to go. And it was pretty exciting there for a couple innings. And, we just didn't want Aiden to have to throw anymore. That was going to be his last hitter, whether he got him or not. And obviously, he didn't get him. And, so it ended up being a tough loss because we had it. We're within one out. They felt the same way probably in the ninth that they had it, and then we hit a home run and tie that thing up. But I think we learned a lesson a little bit. It's not over till it's over, and hopefully we'll be a little better going forward.
Yeah, and kind of going off that with Aiden, was there any thinking there that once the first base runner got on, that maybe that would be the time to change? Or
So I didn't hear the beginning of that. You were too fast.
sorry, with Aiden there at the end, obviously with you saying that that was going to be his last hitter, was there any thinking for the guy before that got on, like once the first base runner got on, that maybe you would make a switch then? Or
No, I mean he was throwing the ball good. He was just running out of pitches. He still had a few pitches. We just didn't want him to go over 30. I think he ended up with 28. He hit that hitter with two outs with, first pitch, and then made a couple nice pitches, and then just, his only mistake, besides hitting the batter, is he just left the ball up. So he was our
uh,
best option. Yeah.
and then Saturday and Sunday, not as successful in driving guys in with runners in scoring position compared to Friday. What kind of change there?
Well, the change needs to be we need to drive people in. I mean, you can't just change. You have to do a better job of driving people in. I mean, today we had guys out there. We ended up with eight stranded. They had three. They made three errors and had two catchers interference. So it says five errors. We had one on a pickoff, and that ended up costing us a run. But when they got on, they scored. They had some home runs. But yeah, the change needs to be we need to drive people in. A lot easier said than done. And our hitters have done a good job with it for most of the year. They didn't do a very good job the last 2 days. So maybe you just give Georgia's pitchers a little credit.
And then with Cole out there in the last inning, a younger guy, is that an instance where it hurts maybe to not have a Parker or a Gage or maybe someone more veteran?
Well, he's got to gain some experience, and he was throwing the ball pretty good. He struck some guys out, did some things, but the left on left matchup was definitely what we wanted there. That was going to be his last hitter, but he needed to get him out, but he fell behind 3-0. That left-handed hitter was not even hitting 100 against left-handed pitching. Got to 3-1, you know, just, the guy put a good swing on the ball and it went straight up in the air and kind of blew out of the park. He hit it good, but I didn't know if it was going to go and left the bat. I think the only guy that thought that was going was the hitter because he slung his bat in the air. But yeah, anyway, it was I think it was the right to leave him in. And yeah, you'd like to have a few more guys available, but they're not. So you got to go with what you have.
And then last one for me, it seemed like Landon was able to recover there at the end. Just what would you assess for his outing?
Yeah, he just had the second inning didn't go good, and then he kind of he gave a leadoff home run in the third, made it, all of a sudden we're down 4-1. And um, but then he pitched pretty good the next couple innings, ran out of pitches really. And then the bullpen did a great job of giving us the opportunity to climb back in it, and we did. But we had a chance to score early. We should have had the lead in the seventh inning. They tried to hand the game to us in the seventh. Didn't catch a ball at first. Got a run in, tie and run at third. Go ahead, run at second. We got our three-hole hitter up, and you know, we don't make contact. And that was kind of tough to swallow. But then we did a nice job of hitting 2 homers in the ninth to tie it. But I felt like we should have the lead.
Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, Dave, Gibbler was so good for you this weekend. I'm curious, giving up a walk-off home run in a rubber match like that, is there any concern like of a mental impact on that, or are you pretty confident he'll bounce back?
I think he's going to be fine. You can talk to him about it, but I think it's, you know, he's fine.
And I know he had the errant pickoff throw, but Wiggins, just what did you think of his outing today?
I thought he was really good. The first inning was really, really good. Second inning, you know, pretty good. Then a runner got on, and I don't know. You know, you gotta be able to do the other things. Obviously, not throw a ball away. We throw the runner into scoring position there, and that runner ended up scoring. Shouldn't have happened, but I thought he was really good on the mound, and you know, he's got to continue to get better, and he will. So it's good to see those young guys go out there and gain a lot of experience in some tough situations.
Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Coach. Just the decision to bunt Ryder in the 11th, given his day at the plate. Just did he do that on his own?
No, we told him to bunt. We wanted him to bunt.
And then just maybe your thoughts on his Saturday and Sunday.
Well, he hit 3 home runs, struck out a few times. Thought he caught great. That's probably about what I have on him. I thought he had an excellent weekend behind the dish. I'll tell you that. Called a great game and blocked everything. And yeah, it's good. Good.
Matt, you got anything else? All right, Coach, thanks for your time.
Okay.